Okay, we are gonna go ahead and present the cultural integration challenges and opportunities here in New York, Ohio. And so we are gonna first start by Mr. Deba. Please upload for Mr. Deba and he will talk to us this topic here.
Good evening. I hope everyone is having a good time. My name is Deba Uwadiae. I am a journalist, publisher of the New Americans magazine. It's an online magazine, so you can get to know more about us if you go online and search for the New Americans magazine. Americans is plural, so what we do essentially is that we publish and write stories about new Americans, immigrants, and refugees, events that they do, those that have accomplished. And also we try to distill stories that emanate from government or city council or different organizations that appeal to the new Americans in Columbus and Central Ohio. So that's what we do. I want to thank the organizers of this event. It's a unique event, unique in the sense that I happen to be able to know when he started planning it and the process he had gone. And also, you could see the taste of it, especially where we have to speak French here sometimes. And so that's the uniqueness of it. Unfortunately, I tried to learn French when I was in Nigeria. I couldn't because I always speak English. And so learning French became very difficult for me. However, we are one. I'm from Nigeria. I grew up in Lagos, and I was a journalist in Nigeria. I came to Columbus straight in 2001 and 2011 with my family, my wife and 3 children. And so we've lived here all through. So looking at the topic, Africa in diaspora, integration, and how one can be able to integrate. I'll tell my story. My story is, like I said, I've been a journalist last month, 40 years. And so I've been a journalist, and I came here 2011. So 2011, if you calculate, you see that I came here as very mature, very, and so I also was a publisher in Nigeria. In fact, I consulted for airlines because I was a specialist in aviation writing. So, and I came here thinking I could get a job as a journalist because I came with my family. Unfortunately, at the time we came in 2011, the media houses were collapsing. That's the truth. We have only Dispatch newspaper that published daily here. So that was how I got myself caught in not being able to get a job as a journalist here. And so that was what triggered, my desire to also start publishing, because I realized that our stories were not properly told. The stories that we see mostly in newspaper, on TV, radio, is when there is a problem, in the community. That's the stories you see. And so I decided to, do the right thing for our community and start the New Americans magazine. And so what that helped me, while I was doing it, in terms of being able to integrate, is that as a journalist, I could move to anywhere. I could work walk straight to the office of the mayor, introduce myself as a journalist, and they will receive me. And so I also was invited to be part of the Ohio Legislative Correspondents Association, and that is the journalists that covers the State House. And so we cover, all the process of policies and all that affect, Ohio. And so from there, I was able to start covering communities' activities. And so that helped me to know a lot of community leaders, in, different parts of the society. Right now, we broadcast daily, our magazine. We use different social media platforms, but the major one we use that we broadcast daily is the WhatsApp platform, where we broadcast to 62 communities. And so we have different communities that we broadcast to. And so we broadcast to 62 communities. And so every story that we have that we believe that will be of interest to the new American immigrant community, we broadcast to them. And so this was how I was able to get integrated into the community. But there are a lot of, ways that you can, be part of the community and how you can become, very important in this community. But that was my story, and you can also use that as your own stories, whatever you are doing. Before coming, we were interviewing a teacher. She was a teacher in Nigeria. So by the time she came here, it was difficult, but she decided to become a substitute teacher in order to be able to get in. So today she's a full teacher in the city of Columbus, and she's been able to make her own impact. And now she has her own after-school agency where she teaches immigrants. And so there are other people like that came in. For example, somebody came in to be part of this community. The person couldn't speak English, and so she started with ESL. From ESL, today she's a registered nurse. And so there are a lot of ways, avenues that you can be able to integrate and be part of this community. But the thing is that wherever you are is home. So whatever you can do to be part of that home, please do it. And I can assure you it will be easier for you to integrate. Thank you.
All right, Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Deba, for sharing that. So don't be afraid of asking questions. I was one of those people that came to this country earlier, and we didn't know what to do because there is no one to walk you through, and there is a lot you can do if you need the answers. So always ask questions. Go to your community. Tell them, look, I'm new here. I have that language barrier. Can you help me? This is what I want. So please do so you are not stuck at home, so you can follow your dream in America. All right, next we are going to pass the